Looks like we are live. Let me send a little word out to Instagram and Facebook. All right. And a good morning. Check a couple things here. Blammo. Good. All right. First things first, I want to thank everybody who made a purchase, whether it was just the anthology or adding to your order with the the Brutal Blade of CROM anthologies, the PDFs, just doing the shout outs in support on maybe your channel's Instagram feed. I think, thank you. Did not hit 100 copies sold without a Kickstarter. Actually, we're right now at 33, but it's still amazing. Financially, everything's good. I would like to say that I have a pretty good way of planning these things out so that the cost is low, moving forward. So trying to sell as many copies, to recoup is always a good thing. But the most important thing is that this is now out in the wild. It's been released. It's the first one. This is number one, 256 pages. Number two is already in the works. And I cannot wait to get to number 15 and 16 because this has just got myself all aflutter and rolling forward. So thank you. And most importantly, it is still available up there. I think for another couple days, you can take advantage of the $5 off the cover price, which is $35. The PDFs are there. They're going to stay there. But like I just said, I cannot wait to get to CROM number 2, anthology number 2. It's just really exciting, a very excellent launch. And I just want to celebrate doing it. I think one of the big things that can really harm us as creative people are very lofty goals. My trying to sell 100 copies without a Kickstarter is just a marketing way of approaching things, whether I do it or not, or when I do it, because I know it's going to happen eventually. That's a huge marker for a super niche genre in comics, sword and sorcery, indie, black and white. To get 100 people will be a monumental feat. It's just mathematics. There's not a lot of people into this, at least in like a grander scope of things, and I like it that way. So it's no big deal. I'm learning, and that's been the best thing that has happened over the last 2 months running the setting up and running the release campaign, but even just putting the book together, that's been a huge amount of learning, a learning curve. So you have to celebrate just doing it when you get to the finish line. Feeling bad about something is not going to push you forward. Feeling great about it is also not going to push you forward. Taking everything that you put down in front of you that you wanted to maintain, focus on to accomplish, whether you accomplished it or not, or how well you accomplished it, is really the whole journey. I'm not a goals-oriented person. As a matter of fact, my goals are long distance. CROM the Barbarian .com, is a community building thing that's going to be around for quite a while. And when I'm not around, I'm hoping somebody else or other people will be taking it on. So today I want to get to finishing the Lalla on the Charge pinup, which is really not that far away, to be honest with you. And I also wanted to share the markers that I got. I was telling everybody that I bought 2 sets of markers, and I just wanted to share about them. There's a little bit of a disappointment with them, but there's actually, once again, something that I learned and everything. So the first one are these Joodles. These were the most expensive ones. So it was 36, and I believe I paid like $32 or something to that extent. The color is amazing. So you're getting you're getting what you're paying for here. So I am very, very happy with the marker itself and how well it lays down. Very opaque. Let's see if I can show off here without putting it on there. The colors, the only really, which one was it? Oh, I remember now. With both sets, I am disappointed that there was not a darker set of colors. And what I mean by that is, like, that's a warm, cool gray. This is a bonus. This is a very nice color. And then this was the gray, which is also, these are the kinds of dark colors I was looking for, but this is not a color, it's just a value. So I've been looking for basically really dark colors like red, green, violet, brown, that are almost black. Like if they went down and there was nothing else around them on a white piece of paper, you would think, oh, that's black. But then once other colors get laid or in and around it or on top of it, the color will actually start popping through. So some green and blue are cool. Some red and browns are warm. I've been looking for that. These are not it. Now I have found a company that ARRTX, guy I follow on YouTube, got a set, and was going through them, and I was pretty thrilled with it. They sell individual markers, I believe, but I think I'm going to buy a set in a month or two. But the hunt is still on. Now, the second set I got was this TBC, the Best Crafts, 108 paint markers. This is totally for kids. So, which is fine. Much like the 10-mitt ones, like these, a little washy. You can see the colors though. Like here's the coloring thing. But here's the thing. See, let me see if this is it. Like I look at this dark olive, 413. I'm trying to find the numbers on this thing. What the hell are the numbers? 413. Doesn't even have a. I don't know how that works. 413. All right. Great color, great lay on, but like here you go. Like here's, like you would think this is probably grayish green. There's a blackish green. I don't know which one is which because there is no number. Oh, I figured it out. Okay. All right. I figured it out. Yeah, 413. That was that dark olive. That's not the same. That's not it. Like that is not it. Not bad. Getting closer. I would love to have it be more like this color, this gray, this cool gray. But you can see how equal it is with the French warm gray from my other set and everything. But good. I mean, it's getting closer. So, you got to buy these sets. But you can look. I mean, look, that's all green. Those are all blues. So, you got a wider range palette to deal with. Some nice oranges I've been looking for. Some really good flesh. Some really sweet reds. Look at these oranges. Great color selections. Great addition to my palette. 108 colors. Can't complain. Here's where some colors are getting a little fancy in here. And some dark ones. Like here, let's see. Let's check. 601. See, 601. That's weird. Where's 601? 601. Where are you? 201. Oh, here you go. 601. Coffee. I actually bought this because coffee. Not dark enough at all. So disappointment. This red here was another one. This is 105. 105. They called this one. Can't see it. 105. Dark brown. Here we go. Not dark. Not brown. So, you take your chances. The one thing I wish they stop doing, but once again, these are for kids, is these silver. I use it occasionally. Like I might throw it on the buckle, like this gold, for instance. Here, I'll even do it right now. Bum, bum, bum. Just to visually have some reflective light, but it would only come up in the seeing it in real life. It's not going to happen in when you scan the reflective light thing. Saboteur Comics, aloha. I've been watching your channel on YouTube. Great stuff. Keep it coming. I love the breakdowns and everything that you've been doing. So yes, keep that coming. So really all I have to do in my mind's eye, it depends on things as I'm laying in. You got to deal with this wall of rocks. I have the mask already cut out, so I'll hit this with white spray paint. Where is that mask, by the way? Here it is. That's not it. That's not it. What is going on here? Huh. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So I've got the mask. Take that down. Hit it with a white spray can. That'll be pretty much the last, as well as want to hit a nice starburst, right there. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. And I'm just looking for something real quick here. Just a little reference here. All right. Thank you, Saboteur. All right. I just need to lay in. This is going to be a dance of brown and this blue for the rocks. Not a lot's going to have to happen, but I just want to differentiate the rocks. Now, I want to see something real quick. I think this is going to be a nice... It's going to be on the other side. All right. I'm going to save this, but I might go to... Oh, yeah. I didn't show the other colors. So out of the 36, you got... These are kind of nice. Once again, I was looking for some oranges, some good greens and everything. Some blues, brown, gray, black, white. So pretty decent. I'm not going to worry about that right now. All right. Need to find... Oh, yeah. Right here. All right. So we're just going to bounce back and forth on... blue and brown rocks over here. Yeah, these newer ones, what do they call again, the Joodles, Jootle. Kind of just work out. I grab my black. It's nice mushy black. I love it. One of the things you'll see me doing in a little bit is you can already see it here on the sword color pencil. So that helps keep things a little calmer, pushing things back as I like to do. All right. Drawing out of the way. One thing I really enjoy in my process is layers. So I love when there's something there, and then it's quasi covered up. You can still see, and it informs you of chances you could take, other directions you could go if you so choose. All right. And these are going to be, I think I also want try to find a mossy green. Mossy green. Wait a second. Here, this new kit has. This is from here you go. You see, Joodle. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Keep that a second. I'm just gonna bring in some blues over here. Up here. That's looking good. Okay. Exciting news tonight. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to do my best to remember, but do it as soon as I get in. Lalla and CROM will be making an appearance at a local art gallery show I do every year at the Tallyville Frame Shop in Wilmington, Delaware, North Wilmington, Delaware, off of 202. Starts at 6 o'clock if you're in the area. And it's called the Big Little Show, which means all pieces have to be 6 by 6, not smaller than 6 by 6, around 6 by 6. They have to be 6 inches by 6 inches. And the entire wall gets filled with our work. It's usually in the 200s. So it's a great way to end the year. I always do end up doing experimental things just to get a reaction, though it never actually is never that much of a reaction because so many people know me and the sword and sorcery and stuff. So they're just like, oh, look, everything. But I had done 2 6 by 6s, a portrait of CROM and a portrait of Lalla, all in paint markers on wood panels. You can see, but it was really fun. It was another way of just kind of feeling out the use of the pencil, of the brush pens, and I really liked what came out of it. So I will be unveiling that tonight on Instagram, a little post. It'll be nice to catch up with friends. New Year's coming. Hear what they've got planned. I already know what I'm doing next year. A couple of things already on the calendar. CROM number 2, the CROM Anthology number 2 is definitely on the calendar. I'll be releasing dates for submission beginning of January. What else? IC3 is in September 19th, one day in Providence, Rhode Island, Warwick section. Excited about that. Jake and I will be releasing the Doom Mags number 1. We're hammering away at that, doing our 3-hour sets every Sunday morning. Already things are coming into the works here. Plans are coming abound. So I have a couple of other side projects I need to reconnect with people I was working on and reestablish connection and get some time in the updates. So a little bit it's a nice earthy brown. Just want to lay it on top as a reflective light to the rocks. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially brown on brown. That's looking nice. Getting a good rock formation there. Yeah, my little here town of Wilmington, Delaware. Lots of amazing talent. Comic book. I'm looking forward to catching up with my friend and former student, Pat Higgins. He's always there, an amazing comic artist. One of the artists that's in the CROM Anthology #1 is Rick Frayne, who did the photo comic with one of his models, Zoe. And I'll be able to hang with him, talk shop, as they say. So, and then fine arts friends, a lot of fine arts friends. They're always good to catch up to, see what's going on in the fine arts world. Oh, I got this moss green too. Kind of interesting. Let's see what this does in here. Nice. Cool. Good, looking good. Oh, it's gonna throw. I don't think I'm gonna do a little bit over here, a little bit more maybe, a little bit more, just to create some edge on the rock. Move some color around. Well, the first thing you do, Cyberthor, is right now you can just simply email me at kurt@cromthebarbarian.com, and I'll have you on a list. Yeah, at this point, it's you can submit ideas. I'm looking for stories. Sometimes a pinup is going to be good. Not so many pinups. I'm thinking in CROM Anthology #2. Stories run up and around 7 pages. That's not a definitive hitting point. But I'm really looking for people not only to just submit their own work, but also if they're interested in collaborating. So if they writing skills, or if they have, they're stronger as pencilers or stronger as inkers, whatever it is that they would, writers, like I said, whatever it is that they're interested in. Right now, I'm just collecting wish lists and putting yourself forward as what you would like to contribute, or if you would like to also or do a collaboration with somebody. But I need to definitely take the rest of this month to really go through the year. Like I said, this whole CROM Anthology #1 took a year and 2 months to really get done, complete it. If you're going to take that next step, as I was saying in the beginning intro, I'm celebrating just having done it, having spent the time and energy, focus, all that stuff you have to do in order to get something accomplished, done. So for me, that is the big accomplishment, the excitement. But I need to also be honest with myself and look at things that I wanted to see happen but didn't happen, and why. Sales isn't obvious, but just reactions. It's just a whole bunch of things. I think one of the biggest things is the timing. Releasing around Thanksgiving. Don't know if that was a good idea or not, but it happened. So it was just the way. I wasn't going to keep pushing it, back and back and back, and I just wasn't going to do that anymore. So, but like I said, 33 sales already. Totally happy with that. It's good numbers in like covering expenses and making sure. The worst thing that you can have happen is that you set out on one of these projects and you've got expenses in there, and that is not covered. That's not good business. So as I was saying also in the beginning, one of my things is I really plan these things out strategically in what costs I put in there. That's actual physical cost. My time and labor is a whole another thing, but the cost it takes to get this this book out. One of the biggest things is I give right now 2 copies to each collaborator and contributor of stories. So stories, they get that, and then like the if you're a part of the community, there is the newsletter that allows people a heads up and a really steep. This year was a 10% discount. So yeah, I got to think these things out. I gotta, as I said, right now, I'm not interested in pinups. So pinup submissions, I'll take them. But I will also be looking for, I want not only more story contribution, but also collaboration. So I'm really hoping people will put themselves forward as somebody who would like to collaborate with somebody, not just me, just put yourselves forward. Because like I said, one of the really great dynamics that happened with CROM Anthology #1 was Ron Parsons being reached out by Drawn Sword for CROM Creages 11-pager. They have 2 other in the works, so that'd be 3 11-pagers. That just gets me going. I can't stop thinking about how awesome that is. All right, we got people coming. Eric Miller, thank you. Mystery Eye Studio, hey, thank you. I'm getting close to finishing. I'm really feeling like I'm getting close to finishing. I'm really noodling right now, I can feel. I'm loving the rock formations back here. I might want a little more brown, but I think I want to go with some color pencil now. So I got to change gears. Just want to put some of these things away before I lose them. There we go, blue. And yeah, all right, here we go. I need some brown over here. Before I do that, though, I was just thinking, I'm gonna put I just put my email in, which, you have any questions or you want to pre-submit or just openly talk with me about CROM Anthology #2 and contributions and possible collaborations with myself or others, just hit me up on that email. Like I said, though, I will be taking the month of December to really reflect. So I might not be immediately jumping on and responding. So just hold tight. But rest assured, what I will be doing is thinking about how to improve on for CROM Anthology number 2. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm in midstream thoughts. Looking for. Okay, I got some down here. All right, here we go. Yeah. There we go. So this is a peacock blue. Love this color pencil blue. It really does a lot of work, especially over the top of other colors, these paint markers. I just want to calm down some of the edginess that the paint markers leave, the edge there. Then, as I said, need to. Oh, there you go. There you go. Maybe that'll work. One of the saddest things that happened was Prismacolor put out these art sticks, and I became very connected to them, especially the white one. And of course, they have ceased production on them, so there was no getting them. Occasionally, I'll go on eBay just to see if somebody they found them in a yard sale or something, and you don't know the value of them, and they put them up. But I've seen one stick of white art stick for $100 on eBay. So yeah, I'm not missing it that much. Also, I have an idea of how to make my own art sticks with just cutting up the pencils or getting woodless color pencils and then just smashing them up and then laying them in like little trays, like like ice cube tray in a sense, but like stick, form, and then just stick them in the microwave and see what comes out of that. Let's see if I can find it. The coverage, you just saw how nice and even you can get on the coverage. I do use Kohenar's Progresso. It's right here. Like here's my black one. I use this a lot. This is like in my original 4. When I'm doing the black and white, just the skeletal drawing there. Let me see if I have any kind of glue stick. Oh yeah, look at that. I do. All right. Ooh, just gonna... Ideas are coming. Now, one of the things I love about color pencils is you can always erase. Always erase. So, and a lot of this color penciling is for texture as well. So, like I said, I want to calm down some of these lines. Don't want them competing with Lalla. Yeah, that's working too. All right, this is getting close to spray can time, which means I got to open the door, and it's snowing right now where I'm at. I mean, the window, the door. Ah, yeah, that's working. That is working. I just want to see what happens here. Nice. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. don't see much more. I think it's time to hit it with the white spray paint. Ooh, I see something. I gotta get it to you. There they are. When is the gray pencils? Okay, then okay. All right. All right. I need my, here it is. If you're into baking, this is called a silt mat. So it's just like a baking mat. It's nice rubber. Keeps things clean. And alrighty. As I said, put my shield on. There we go. I need tape. Where's my tape? Oh, I got tape right here, man. All right. I gotta cover that side or I'm gonna get an edge. Where's this one? Here it is. There we go. All right. Just gonna make. And this is because there's a little exposure, just the way things shifted in here. I need it. So I need everything covered. All right, now I'm gonna open up the window. There we go. There we go. It stopped snowing. All right, now and I just use straight up Liquitex spray paint. There we go. And then one of the other things I bought is I bought a bunch of these caps. It's like $6 or $7 for these caps. So kind of interested to see. I wonder if it has like there was nothing. There was no explanation of what was what. So I'm just going to do some guessing. Oh, matter of fact, let me go back to that real quick. To that purchase page. I just want to make sure I didn't miss something. There they are. 30-piece spray caps. Yeah, nothing explained. So I'm just going to try one out real quick. I also have a mask. So I got the window open and a mask on. So if you hear me muffling in my talk, it's because I have a old school mask here. All right, here we go. So I do want some coverage. There you go. Whoa, that is a lot of coverage. That is a lot of coverage. You got to remember that. Now, one of the things I want to do. Be easier to see with gray. Yeah, that's a nice coverage there. Let me try another one. How about a red? No, this has like some sort of like nozzle on there. That's gonna be interesting. Whoa! Whoa! That's cool as hell. Gotta remember that. Let me try this yellow one. That's kind of nice. Let me use that on the. Oh yeah, I like that too. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. Let's see. There's a black one in here too. Here we go. Oh, this has got another one of these like little. Whoa! This is exciting. All right. I think that's it. Oh, and then they got one of these. One of these. Let's see what this does. Oh yeah, it's like a smiley face kind of thing. I am definitely going to have to spend a little bit more time. Put this out of here. All right, need a little more. More white. Now, tough part is, ooh, here's a red. Ooh, yes. All right. So the red cap is going to be what gives me the starburst. That's going to be a big starburst. Questioning that. Oh, let's see what else is in here. Let me get this here. I know with like Liquitex has their own. The gray one. Yeah, I got two grays in here. I know that's always a nice small. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Just gotta let this dry. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's good. It's good. Needs to dry though. Needs to dry a little longer. Oh, wait a second. And there's like 2 bags of just A's. It says A on it. All right, more investigation is needed. No worries though. Use this bag for used ones. All right. All right. There we go. So that's nice. Ooh, let me this. I want to hit right about there. go. Nice. 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 Coming together, coming together. Nice. Cake decorator. Whoa, Mystery Eye Studio. Great suggestion. Airbrush cake decorator. No, I have been looking at like the ones, like I think Crayola puts out one where you can spray with markers, but the problem is the thing I use it the most for is white. So it's not like it's going to take a white, marker and do that for me. So I got to, let's see what this looks like. I have a friend that has the whole Badger airbrush thing, but that loud compressor and everything, I'm just not that interested. Let's see what this thing does. It's hard to see. I need a different color paper. Oh, there you go. Let's see what this does. Still too big. This is the frustration I'm having right now. I want like less than a dime size, like concentration, which I can also get with color pencil. So I'm not going to overthink it. Color pencil and some white there, but that's so damn good. I am thoroughly happy with that. All right, I'm gonna get these caps all in this bag so I don't lose any of them. And that was spray painting with Kurt. All right. This is looking good. You can see like that's that fuzzy edge is what I want where the light's coming. It's perfect. It always is. As long as the mask doesn't drip on there, I'm always good. This effect is perfect. As I said, I can just get a white color pencil. Wherever they may be. So many of them anywhere. Is this one? This is one. And then let's just now I can even go a little farther into white. And then get a nice little nice. Whew. I'm going to give this a little more depth there. Yes, and yes. And now for bring some life into the eyes, as they say. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pronounce this completed. I have one little thing I want to do. There you go. Perfect. And then thinking of all right, now for the big signature. And we are going to call this completed. Of course, I haven't even used this yet. It's just one of those. These are really good. Just they're not paintbrush pens. It's just a pen. So. $25. It is official. Done. Completed. I call this one Lalla on the charge. So it is complete. I will, right after this this little live stream, I'm going to scan it and put it for sale on CROMthebarbarian.com. And I will be including in the sale of that the pencil rendering as well. So if anybody out there is interested in Lalla art, there's your chance. I actually got to make a new section. I'm not selling any art as of yet until today. So art will be on original art. Mine as at this point. We'll see what happens down the road with others. But this will be going up with the preliminary pencil sketch. But man, what a great, look at this. Oh, look at it, an hour. Yeah, this is, I'm very happy with this. I have to say I'm still feeling out the paint markers. It's not like it's the first time I've ever used paint markers, but a lot of these moves I would have depended on gouache and a paintbrush and a palette and the paint being squeezed out and everything. But these paint markers are really doing their job, on top of it being the color pencils being there and helping out this. But this is, in my mind's eye and moving forward, I want to do more color work because I want to see how it translates black and white. I did CROM Junior. So CROM Junior was done in full color. As a matter of fact, I'll grab, there we go. So CROM Junior was done in full color. Let me see if let me just get the page real quick. Let me just stick this here. Put that there. Grab the CROM Junior page. So there's the CROM Junior page right there. So full color is done now, printed black and white. But when I get the 6 stories all completed, I will release them all as a full color package, a collection. So playing more and more with color, you'll be seeing it in my work, as working too. But the first time being printed most definitely is going to be in black and white in CROM Anthology. So kind of a neat way to work for me, experimental, trying to keep things fresh, but also create some anticipation for all the stories being collected and then printed finally in full color, that kind of stuff. So, but hey, once again, cannot thank all of you enough for those who purchased a copy of CROM Anthology #1. 32 so far have been purchased. They are still available. I still have the $5 discount off because it is a $35 book. There is a PDF version you can get because I just want people to see the amazing work that is throughout this. I am a small portion of this book, but it is on purpose. I mean, just the 60 pages of gallery cataloging of some of the now working indie creators, Brutal Blader Crom Crew, headed up by Jamie Barrows. These are just amazing people. Also, if you have a copy, in the back, you will see there is a open call for collaborations and contributions. It gives a really good layout of what the expectation is. But I'll be giving, more and more heads up and as that goes on when it comes to getting to the beginning of January, because I'm going to spend the month of December planning out January. I think this is the first time I'm saying this, but the goal is to have both CROM #2 and #3 completed in 2026. Maybe if it's CROM #3 is completed towards the end, it would get released, like, let's say in the beginning, because I don't know really how releasing a comic book the week of Thanksgiving really treated me, though I had a huge amount of support. I took the chance because it was time to get it out there and everything. But also keeping the books under 200 pages. So like we're looking at 400 comic book story pages to be produced and collaborated and all how that goes. Also want to say out loud, and we'll repeat this over and over again. This is a low to no stress project. This is really about indie creators that are, finding their way through the materials, the art materials, the story materials, the storytelling skills, and they're just making. And I see so many people out there doing it, and it has me so damn excited. CROM the Barbarian is a public domain character. That means that character is completely owned by everybody. Nobody owns the character. I don't claim any ownership. The only thing I claim ownership and also give copyright to are those individuals who made a story and had their own version of CROM and everything. And so that's guarded and protected. But the idea is to have something this fun and substantial to be able to play with, and especially in the sword and sorcery genre and everything. So thanks again for all the support, as well as the people who supported me on social media, Instagram, a couple of YouTube channels like Alex Turbin, Dan over Rave Sensations, giving a little bit of props out there, because that really helped a lot. And it's really what I'm building too. Is that supporting of one another in this very small niche market called indie sword and sorcery comics. So with that being said, Lalla is completed. Lalla on the Charge is completed, and she will be for sale as an original piece of art with the pencil preliminary sketch on CROM the Barbarian. Right now, I'm hoping by 1 o'clock Eastern time. If you are really interested and want to put yourself forward in purchasing, you can also, before it goes up in the next hour, go ahead and email me at kurt@cromthebarbarian.com. But other than that, everybody, thank you for coming out, hanging with me. I'll be off and on through the month of December. Please don't worry. I haven't gone anywhere other than into seclusion to get prepared for 2026. But other than that, thanks again, everybody, and I will see you soon again.